Canon 2017 NAMM. New Apollo Twin Mark II.
Yes.
But also some Windows stuff, right?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say I wanted to talk a little bit about Windows. We've taken some criticism and some fair criticism from our Windows market for not supporting Windows as heavily as we have the Mac side. So over the past couple of years, we've been working behind the scenes to really bring all of that fruit that we've figured out on the Mac side over to the Windows side. So we're really excited, and in this next quarter, you're going to see a complete Apollo expanded suite and the most comprehensive Windows solutions on the market. So already last November, we released our first Thunderbolt compatibility with Windows 10 64-bit, and so that's single unit. Now coming in our next release, we have multi-unit compatibility. So I'm showing that here, and what's really
so as in with the Mac, where you can actually chain.
Absolutely, you can daisy chain things with a single Thunderbolt cable that carries all the audio, it carries the clock, it carries the mixer information, so you can aggregate your system and build as much I/O or as much DSP as you want to. At the heart of the system is in our settings. We go up here, you can see, I'm going to click on the hardware tab. We've got an Apollo 8 and Apollo Twin Mark II aggregated in a single system. We can go into the I/O matrix. This is what's unique about the Apollo environment, is that we have complete control over our driver and what our driver sends to ASIO. So if you're working with Pro Tools, for example, Pro Tools limits the amount of I/O that you can use, third-party I/O, to 32 ins and 32 outs. So in this system, by default, we have 40 inputs and 35 outputs. You can take that and say, okay, I need to make that 32 by 32, and then simply publish the I/O that you want to have. So if you're not using a certain digital input or a certain digital output, you can do that. This is all functioning behind the scenes in our ASIO environment.
Does that require like a reboot, or does it just do it when you load the program that needs the ASIO driver?
When you load our driver, when you address an Apollo, our driver loads, and then that comes as part of what our software suite is. So it's just all happening behind the scenes. All you need to do is say what inputs you want to use, what inputs you don't want to use. Now the other part is, what about other solutions? Not everybody has a USB-C equipped Thunderbolt Windows machine with Anniversary Edition and 64-bit. There are a lot of constraints that are part of the Windows system. That's just the way it is. There's a separate audio system for system sounds called WDM versus the audio side, which we use, called ASIO. So if you don't have Thunderbolt, we have the FireWire solutions, we have PCIe cards, we have the USB 3 solutions, so all over the place we have the most comprehensive solutions currently available for Windows.
Can you aggregate with the USBs, or are they still single only?
They're single only, yeah. It's a separate conversation, separate bus speeds. Those two will never talk to each other.
Right, okay, gotcha.
So that's our exciting news for the Windows thing. Our commitment to Windows is stronger than ever. We have some really exciting developments on the horizon. So for more information, make sure you go to uaudio.com for the latest breaking news and software. And thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah.